I believe we have another call from Africa.
Yes.
So Naeem Saab, how about you introduce our next caller?
Okay, so our next caller is Khalil Ahmad Khan Sahib. He is a chairman Humanity First Chad. So Chad is one of the poorest country in the world. So they need a lot of help from the other countries regarding their water, their food, and the other schooling, education, the medical. This Chad, Humanity First Chad is fairly new, is almost 2 years now, but the team there is very efficient. So I would just tell you, in only 1 month this year, in February, they built 8 water wells in only 1 month. So the Khalil Ahmad Khan Sahib from Humanity First Chad, he is online. So we will talk to him how he is working there. So Assalamu alaikum, Khalil Sahib. I think the line is dropped, so okay, we'll again try to connect him. So the Humanity First Chad, actually, since the last year, they have built over 12 wells. They have built last year 2 wells in the one of the largest universities in that country. So they even didn't have the facility of water. So
I'm sorry to cut you off. If we have a caller, let's take our next caller first. Who's the caller?
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum. Welcome, salamullah. Who am I speaking to?
Yes, my name is Khalil Ahmad Khan.
Assalamu alaikum, Khalil
I'm
Sahib.
the coordinator of.
Assalamu alaikum, Khalil Sahib. Can you hear me?
What's
So we are just talking about your country, how well you are performing for last 2 years, and you just built 8 water wells in 1 month of February this year. So just tell our donors that how difficult it is to build a water well in the very remote areas in your country.
Okay. Before I about project in chart, let's introduce about Chad country for us and where it is. Chad is a landlocked country, Central Africa. It is bordered by Sudan and Kenya, Cameroon, Niger, Central Africa Republic. Now let me tell you which projects are going on in Chad, especially. 2 major projects are going in Chad. The first project is for life, and the second project is Feed the Hungry program. On this project for life, we have built many water wells and installed and pumps to provide clean drinking water in remote villages in Chad. 2 years. Remote villages do not have clean drinking water. If people need water, they will have to walk 5 or 7 kilometers to get it. There are many places where clean water is near the tree. Through humanity first, by the grace of Allah, we have provided clean drinking water and installed well pumps in villages. Thousands of people are benefited by these boreholes. Last year, especially 2017, with 2 boreholes, electrical water, and with 2 water tanks in the 2 government universities, Lumina, the capital of Chad. And this project, especially going on in Chad, is about Feed the Hungry program. Under Feed the Hungry program, basically we have distributed food packages to poor people and homeless people in Chad, especially in IDP camps, Jamina capital Chad. Of people were taught food items by the grace of Allah. within 2 years. And for example, that we did sacrifice last year that we get one for the house 200 groups for sacrifice at the occasion of thousands of people were benefited by this project. These are two major projects. So on this.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah. So I was asking you, just tell our donors that how difficult is in your country to have a water well.
And I cannot. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, the voice was not good.
I think there's some problem with the call. So okay, so we'll try to connect him again.
Hello?
Okay, continue. So we have another caller, I think.
Jazakallah Khalil Sahib, sorry about that. We had some issues with the sound system here. We're expecting a couple more calls to be coming in shortly. So in the meantime, please keep your donations coming in. Our volunteers are on the phone. They're taking your pledges, your donations. You can call us at 416-440-0346. You can go online also and donate at www.humanityfirst.ca. I believe we have a caller on hold. Do we have a caller on hold?
Yes, yes. There's a caller on
There's a caller. Let's bring him on. Let's.
इससे ना मुझे बात करने दीजिएगा ज़रा इसने 50 करना है 50 करना नीचे मैंने से कहा था कि मुझे 1 लाख चाहिए Senegal which is going to provide surgical facilities. Surgical facilities is not very common in some areas, although in main cities in Dakar there is surgical facilities. So this facility will provide plastic surgery and general surgery as well. So if our viewers would like to donate for this hospital also, they are most welcome to donate. It is going to be a sadqa jariyah for as long as that hospital runs.
Dr. Sahib, I believe we have the caller back online.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Are you on air? Can you hear me?
Assalamu alaikum, Rafi sir. You are online. Can you hear us?
Assalamu alaikum, Rafi sahab. Assalamu alaikum, Rafi sahab. Disconnected again?
Okay, so while we get the caller back,
let's talk
I was talking about the hospital.
Senegal Hospital,
so
yes.
This is a hospital where we are already seeing about 200 patients a week on an outpatient department. We haven't started the surgical services as yet, but inshallah ta'ala in very near future we're going to start that. This facility still needs some work. For example, the radiology unit is not ready as yet. We have to do some insulation over there, which needs to be done, and if a sponsor can really sponsor the radiology unit, that would be very helpful. Similarly, we are also looking forward to have a pharmacy over there, and we are looking for sponsors for pharmacy as well. I believe the caller is back online.
Let's take the caller. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu
alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. Rafi sahab. How are you? First of all, I'd like to apologize. Your call was dropped a couple of times. Sorry about that.
That is no problem. Actually, I'm traveling, so I have to pull over. Like this. It's okay. No
Jazakallah. I'm going to leave the microphone to you to make the announcement of what you'd like to say to us.
First of all, I would like to say the initiative you guys have going is excellent, and the project called Humanity Project. I would like to donate. What is your biggest pledge right now?
Our biggest pledge right now is $50,000.
Okay. Can I pledge $60,000, please?
Can I counter offer on that?
Sorry?
Can I counter offer on that? See, we're making a deal of goodness.
Rafi Saab, this is Aslam Dawood here. And what we were thinking is that in history of Humanity First Canada, the biggest pledge has been $100,000. That was many, many years ago. Since then, we have not received a single donation from one donor of $100,000. By the grace of Allah, if you donate $60,000, you will be the biggest or the highest donor today or for this year. And by the grace of Allah, this is amazing, and we are very appreciative of that. But we thought that because you are the biggest donor of this program today, why not offer you an opportunity to become the biggest donor of the history up till now?
Okay. Let's raise it to $100,000.
MashaAllah.
$101,000. 101.
If you can support this section.
Yes,
Take it.
$101,000. This will make you the biggest donor in history of Humanity First.
Jazakallah, Rafi bhai, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Allah bless you.
Hospital, orphan care, and disaster relief.
Yes, we will get you details from you, and this money will be allocated 100% as per your wish. And by the grace of Allah, this is the biggest advantage of Humanity First, is that it is donor directed. Your money will be spent the way you want it, and inshallah ta'ala we will do it accordingly.
Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, Rafi bhai, thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Allah bless you. Allah bless you. Jazakallah. Dr. Saab, here it is. He was struggling to get through. He kept on messaging me, kept on asking me questions of how many, what's the maximum, what is this and that. And he came through. Jazakallah, Rafi bhai. You have always come through whenever we have contacted you. Allah bless you, and Allah bless your business as well.
MashaAllah. And we will definitely write request for prayers for these large donors.
Inshallah.
Inshallah ta'ala. So we were talking about the hospital. People like Rafi Saab and those who donate, they make it possible for us to really go and make a difference in the lives of people in third world countries. Now, this hospital is going to be the first full-fledged large hospital that Humanity First Canada is building. There are other hospitals by other countries also, but this will be one of the large hospitals that we are building. In addition to that, we are building small medical centers in Africa, and we are looking forward to sponsors for that as well. If anyone would like to sponsor a medical center, they can come forward and donate. If they would like to donate for medical camps, they can donate that as well. And previously, when we were talking to Dr. Mudassir Sahab, we talked about Gift of Sight. I just want to tell our donors that the Gift of Sight program is a very important program. I ask you to close your eyes and walk in your house for 5 minutes in various rooms, and you would see the challenge of a blind person when they're not able to see, when they are not able to walk, and they are not able to go anywhere on their own due to a condition which is 100% treatable. Cataract is very common. Even in Canada, it's very common. And the surgery is covered by the government. So most people don't know, although it's quite expensive over here, but so as its OHIP covers it, so people get the surgery done and their vision is restored and they are just like normal people. In Africa, the case is not the same. People are unable to see because they do not know what has happened to their eyes. They do not even recognize what the condition is, and they think that they have become permanently blind. So when we go into those areas where medical facilities are not available or patients have not seen doctors, we really look at those patients. We see about 400 patients or 500 patients, and from them we select those patients whom we can, who need surgery, whom we can restore the eyesight. And almost each time we get about 40, 50 patients where we can restore the vision. So this is such an important thing that really makes a difference in their lives. And imagine how much it costs. It costs less than your bus pass. It costs less than your gas that you spend on your car. In fact, it costs less than a good quality pant and shirt that you wear. It's only $120. With $120, you can really, so you can hear my voice. I think there's a problem with the mic.
Microphone.
So may I know your name? Who is this?
So he's Khalil Ahmed Khan Sahib again from
Khalil Ahmed Khan Sahib from
HF
Chad.
Canada. Yeah.
Khalil Sahib, welcome.
Yes, from Chad.
Yes. Khalil Sahib, welcome again to Humanity First Global Telethon. My name is Aslam Daud. We have met a couple of times in the past. We are very happy that you are able to call today. Thank you so much. You were telling us about how difficult it is to drill a water well in Chad, and you have to go to so many remote areas. But I want to assure you that we will continue to help, and we will continue to provide clean water to people who are affected with scarcity of water. And inshallah ta'ala, we are going to continue to sponsor water wells in Africa. Please tell us more about how things are in Chad.
Yes, alhamdulillah, that the two projects are going on Chad. The first project is about water for life, and the second project is about Feed the Hungry program.
Okay.
Actually, this project for life, we have many water wells and installed home pumps to provide clean drinking water in remote villages in Chad within 2 years. Some villages that, let me explain, that do not have clean drinking water. If people need water, they will have to walk 5 or 6 kilometers to that. There are many places in Chad where clean water is only a dream. And by the grace of Allah, through many people, we have installed 12 hand pump water wells in these villages, and thousands of people are benefited by the grace of Allah.
Right.
Especially last year in 2017.
Yes.
Especially 31st, we have 2 water wells with 2 water tanks in 2 government universities in Jamena, the capital of Chad. Thousands of houses are benefited by the borehole, by the grace of Allah. And the second project, that the HUM program, under this project, that by the grace of Allah, we have distributed meat and food packages to poor people in IDP in Jamaica, capital of. Thousands of people were provided food items by the grace of Allah last year. And during the occasion of Eid, 51st, 35, 40 cows and around 200 goats were sacrificed by the grace of Allah. And this is how these 2 major projects are going on.
Mashallah, Khalil Sahab. I want to just repeat that so that our viewers can also understand. Maybe the voice was not clear because of bad connection. Dear viewers, Khalil Ahmed Khan Sahab is our HF representative in Chad, in one of the very poor countries in Africa, and he was telling us about 2 projects where which is being sponsored by Humanity First Canada with the support of our donors and donors and supporters who have been generously donating for water wells and Feed the Hungry program. So in the water wells program, he has said that how many, 18 or he mentioned
in Chad 14 only.
14.
Yes.
Just
through
this
this project, that Water for Life, that we have drilled 12 especially water wells, and we have provided that what is the remote villages.
Yes.
They do not have water by the grace of Allah.
And thousands of people are benefiting from this service. So this is a good
service. By the grace of Allah,
right?
especially we have mentioned about the 2 bores in Jordan.
Yes.
Each bore, according to the government officials, even they announced in the media also, that 5,000 students are benefited by the 2 boreholes.
Mashallah. So 5,000 students are benefiting from the 2 boreholes that we did for a university.
Yes.
So this is the grace of Allah that He has given us an opportunity. So it is a call for our donors that they can come forward and donate for more. I'm going to request our cameraman to take the camera towards our water hand pump model that we have. I just want to motivate people to see a small model that we have built.
Switch kar le isko. Just turn it around. Kumal isko bas.
Yeah. So if you can see in our camera that we have a hand pump there. Now, for the benefit of our viewers, I want to really explain a little bit about the Water for Life program. The Water for Life program in Africa is about providing clean drinking water. Now, clean drinking water can be provided in various ways. Depending on the location, the geology of the land, and the depth of water tables and all that, one single solution does not work. So in some areas, the water is quite above, quite high, where we can provide them with a simple hand pump. And the hand pump will generate them good water, good quality water, and it suffice for the whole village. In other areas, water hand pumps are not possibility because of the land, because of the sandy soil and all that. So we have no choice but to drill a well. Well is different from hand pump. The well is more expensive, and we drill water well. Now the cost of the hand pump and the water well, they are all dependent on the depth of the water table also. The more deep we go, it's more expensive. Similarly, it also depends on the fact where the water we are drilling this water well. If it's in a city area or in a developed area where there are contractors who do this kind of work, then the cost is less. But if you're going into the remote area where the contractor has to take his machine, the rigging machine, to 200 kilometers or 300 kilometers deep, then obviously the cost of fuel.
200 to 300 meters. And that one it is easy drilled with hand. Especially that we have to carry the machine, and that one it will be costly. But spread closer area, for example, that to the Jamena charge, it is easy, especially to drill or dig the borehole, and it will not be costly. That around maybe, especially because to 5,000, we can dig one borehole. But especially that in the desert area, that it will cost maybe that 8,000 or 9,000. But in charge, see that digging borehole, it will cost around $2,000, especially closer to the Jamena.
Yeah. So, Jazakallah Khalil Sahab. So, I was explaining to our viewers that they just saw the hand pump, which is cheaper, which is easier to do, and we do it where the water table is high enough, and it's also not in deep areas. But that's not possible in all cases. Sometimes we have to go into the deep areas, sometimes we have to go into distance areas, and the cost increases. Now, there was a third thing that we do, which is called boreholes. Now, boreholes is usually more popular in Nigeria, where you have to go into quite deep. Sometimes it's even up to 1,200 feet deep, and in order to bring water up, it's not possible to put a hand pump there. So you put a motor pump and a tank. So the motor pump will pull the water from the deep water table and store it in the tank, and the tank will have plumbing with pipes, so villagers can come and open the faucet, and they will be able to get the water from the tap that they install. So these are the three different technologies or methods of providing clean drinking water. Each one costs differently. However, for the convenience of our donors and to have a simplified approach, we ask that you sponsor the water well project by donating $5,000. Obviously, the cost of the actual drilling varies from country to country, and but it averages out about the same. Sometimes it's cheaper, sometimes it's more expensive. We have paid as high as $10,000 for one water well, where we had to go really deep, and sometimes the cost is even higher than $10,000. So I invite our donors to whatever amount they will donate. We will find some solution for you. If you want to have a hand pump in Pakistan, in Punjab area, it's quite cheaper. You can do that, or you can provide drinking water in Africa to villages where clean drinking water is not available easily, and the cost is much higher. there. So whatever is that, blessing is with Allah. But if you want to donate, you can go to our website and donate, or call us, and we will be happy to take your donation for this.
Dr. Saab, as you're asking for that, we just received a donation pledge for $5,000 for a water well as well. And I'd like to thank Habibullah Sheikh Sahib on his behalf of his parents.
MashaAllah. Jazakumullah Habibullah Sheikh Sahib. May Allah bless you. This is a sadqa jariyah. As long as the water pump or the water well is there to people benefit from it, you and your family and your...
I think we have a next caller is from another African country, which is one of the poorest country also in Africa. Is Cameroon is a country. The chairman of Cameroon is Balla Ibrahim Baba Sahib. He is also very dedicated. He has a very strong team there. Is also is not very old. HF country is fairly new. I think it's 2 to 3 years old. But they are working very efficiently. They have worked so many on water well projects and the Feed the Hungry programs. They have the orphan care programs. We are running this the largest program of orphan care in Cameroon right now. So I would welcome Balla Ibrahim Baba Sahib. Assalamu alaikum. I think the line was dropped, so we will try to connect him again. The Cameroon, actually we are running a orphan care program where we have 27 orphans. So orphan care is also one of very unique program. Our orphan care program model is quite different from the other countries. We don't have the big orphan care centers and where the kids can live. We have a model for the foster parent model. So we support to the foster parent to take care of the orphan children for their monthly basic needs. And this is very cheap. In $35 monthly, one kid can be raised in Africa with the basic need of their food and their clothing. When the orphans are grown up, so when we support them through the Knowledge for Life and their vocational training program. So this is one of the good programs we are running in Cameroon. So 27 orphans are being taken care by this country. They have built around 17 water wells since last year. Just now they are building 5 water wells in Cameroon, and this is the country is a very remote area. So Balla Ibrahim Baba Sahib, he told me once that they have to travel thousands of kilometers just to dig one water well in the area, because they select the area where the most needy people live, where the the organization, other NGOs, they even don't want to go to that area. It's a very desert area, so but they choose that area where is not very easily accessible of water, and that cost is very much high. So as Dr. Dawood said, is $5,000 is the cost, average cost. In that area, the cost is much higher than this. The church said is a less cost in some areas, but in Pakistan is a different cost in different areas. But Cameroon is one of the country where we have the very high cost of water wells. One of the example is in the Niger is we have digging 3 different places for one water well we could not succeed in. That cost over $10,000. So that those cases also happen, but we have to commit with the donor that if they are donating $5,000, so we have to provide the water to certain area. So
I believe we have our next Humanity First rep on the phone. I can't see the screen. Do we have a caller on hold? Not yet. Okay. I think they're trying to connect to Belize.
So while Belize, I really want to helping with various projects in disaster relief and building of schools. And he was recently in Niger, where he completed one school and came back successfully. The school is running successfully. In addition to those, there are people who are in the back also, who do not come into the forefront. They are helping us in various ways. There are finance people who are right now downstairs. There's a whole large team of finance people who are really working on finances and making sure that we are doing fundraising and accounting is done properly and everything is recorded. Similarly, a large team of ladies volunteers are downstairs in their own area. They have been taking calls, they have been taking pledges, and they have been updating the sheets and processing payments. So then there are people in IT department who have been managing our phone lines and have been helping us with a number of things. Now you would see that just behind this studio, struggling with all those technical gadgets and equipments, is a team of our streaming team. You would see our cameraman Asad Sahab, along with him, Muhammad Sultan Sahab is sitting, who has been involved in streaming, and with him is Sayyid Wasim Ahmed Sahab, who has been helping with technically with the streaming device and managing the various aspects of streaming and live broadcast. And next to him is Sayyid Abdul Sattar Qamar Sahab, who has been on the sound and managing our sound and telephone calls. And hiding behind that big monitor is Hamza, our youngest volunteer, who has been showing you all the nice videos, playing those videos around. And behind that wall that you see there are a couple of other volunteers who have been putting the calls on park and bringing them calls into the studio and ensuring that the telethon is run smoothly. So there are a lot more volunteers who have been behind the scene working. People have been calling to our donors. Our branch reps have been helping a lot, calling to our donors to make pledges, calling our donors to donate, and then there are people who have supported in various ways. I want to thank all of you for this great help that you have provided. You have made this event successful for us, and while we are still taking pledges and we will still continue to take donations, I encourage you to call, and if you have any questions, you may ask our questions. If you have any suggestions, we'll be happy to take your suggestions, or just call us to let us know that you would like to volunteer, and we will be happy to take you as volunteer. This is the unique thing about Humanity First, among many other unique thing, is it's a donor-directed organization where donors direct how their funds are spent. They choose the type of project where the money should be spent, and the money is fully spent on that project, no administrative cost. Similarly, it's a volunteer-driven organization where volunteers really come up with programs and projects, and they come with a proposal within our 8 core programs, and they do that programs. We just provide a platform. This is a beautiful charity where you have the first-hand experience. You know, there are large charities where you can donate the money and the money really disappears in the huge pot that they have, and in that pothole the money goes and then it's spent somewhere. You don't track your dollar, but here you mark your dollar. Your cent and dollar is marked, and you can track it. If you give a donation for water well, we provide you that picture that was built through your money to build a water well. If you are talking about disaster response, we give you full report of the response that we provided with your money, and your money is tracked to how it reaches the beneficiary, and we report on that. So this is the beauty of the organization, where you as a donor can become as a volunteer and can become as part of the organization, where you can run mini sub-projects within the organization. So these are the things that I would like our donors to know and learn about. I know this telethon is not enough to tell you all, but I invite you to come and join us and be part of this organization and experience firsthand what putting humanity first means.
Jazakallah, Dar Sahab. Just looking at the total numbers, if you allow me to, Canada has reached close to 594. We're a few $1,000s away from even $600,000. So if you're listening to us, please help us at least help us reach the $600,000 mark. This will be a huge achievement for us, and it will go a long way. I know there's still entries that we're still putting in. We still have some donors calling in as well. This is your last opportunity for the telethon today to call to submit your donations. Now, even once we're done our telethon, let's say in next half an hour or so, that does not mean that you can now donate. We are still going to be here, inshallah, after iftar. So, and our volunteers are still working.
Yes. And so I want to add one thing. You know, the concept of fastabiqul khairat. If you have no reason to donate, just remember that the opportunity of fastabiqul khairat is right now. Right now, United States
is first.
United Kingdom and Germany are ahead of us. And while I'm very happy for them, but I'm restless. And I want our donors and supporters to really help us to go a notch up, if not more. I want to really go up. I mean, why should the Germans and the British be higher than us? Let's take them up. Let the North America be on top. US is right now, I don't think we can attempt to really beat them. They are really at $1.2 million, which is a huge achievement. But UK and Germany are only at arm's length. We can easily beat them. We just need a couple of donors. Bashir, you take it. I'm going to the back office and we're going to rack this number up.
Meantime, I thank to Brother Rafi and he responds to me, and also request that I can request for him that for a healthy life and
bless Abdul Rafi Sahib. And so this telethon is not done yet. You just heard the chairman. He got up and he rushed out of the telethon studio because he wants to put Canada on the top 3. So thank you for the donations that have already come in. Allah bless you. There's no doubt. And while I was just maybe I think 2 minutes ago I was saying it's a matter of few more $1,000 and let's go up to $600,000. The number right now is at $600,000, $600,133. So mashallah for Canada. We're going to take a good just a little small break and we'll be back after that.
इसका माटो सिर्फ उजाला चलती फिरती एक किरामत अज़्म है इसका हर पल खिदमत ह्यूमैनिटी फर्स्ट
Under the Water for Life program, over 34,000 people are being served with 27 new water wells, boreholes, and hand pumps in Pakistan, Cameroon, Chad, Niger, and Nigeria. Our Clean Water program also provides water purification tablets and water filtration units to affected communities. Our food bank in Toronto is serving over 14,000 people every year. We provide food hampers, sanitary supplies, winter clothing, and more. Every year, we also hold at least 5 Feed the Homeless programs, where nearly 3,000 homeless individuals are given food, and some are also given winter clothing. Over 134,000 people receive meat from our food security programs in Chad, Cameroon, Niger, Nigeria, Senegal, Congo, and Belize every year since 2015.
Today, just giving out some food, some utility items like gloves, water bottles, stuff like that to homeless people.
So I keep here with Humanity First, delivering pizza for the homeless.
So food and warm clothing to people in need.
I think it was really eye-opening and it was really inspiring to help out and to lend a hand, and I think it's important that everyone does it, even if it's like something so small.
Also, most people don't realize like how bad the homeless situation is in Toronto, how cold it is. So most like to raise awareness.
We live like in houses, and for us, a normal life is to get.
Assalamu alaikum, welcome back. We're in the final few minutes of our telethon. It's 7:30 Eastern Standard Time in Toronto. We're probably going to be going until 8 o'clock for another half an hour or so, maybe even less. I want to thank all our donors who have generously donated all day. I'm very happy to show you the numbers, or actually read out the numbers to you, that in last few minutes some of large donors have come up and has put Canada on the third on the board here. By the grace of Allah, we're at $631,000, almost $632,000. As our chairman Sahib, Dr. Sahib mentioned earlier, that USA is at 1.278. UK is currently in second place with 507,000. I believe we can be in second place, and as he said, North America should be number one. So please help us keep the donations coming in. Inshallah, we will make the top two positions for sure. Jazakallah for your donations. We have a caller online, and the caller, I believe, Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. I believe Maulana Naveed Mangla Sahib is on the phone from Humanity First Belize. He's the chairman of Humanity First Belize. And Naveed Sahib, Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum salam. I'm surprised you didn't call me uncle. This is not the forum, right? I agree with you. For the last few days, he's been text messaging me, and every time he messaged me, he called me uncle. So we had this thing going back and forth with Naveed Sahib. I've known Naveed Sahib from his teenage years. Not that I'm old, but I've known him from his childhood as well. And I'm happy to see him serving Jamaat and also Humanity First in Belize. Naveed Sahib, Jazakumullah for joining us. I'm going to hand over the microphone to Naeem Sahib to ask you a few questions about the efforts of Humanity First in Belize.
Yeah, so Naveed Mangla Sahib is also very active because Humanity First Belize is also not very old, it's fairly new. And he's running some very good community care program, and he's actually he's a sportsman, so he's promoting the sports and extracurricular activities to the students in Belize.
Let's ask him before the call drops.
So Naveed bhai, assalamu alaikum. So just tell our donors what activities you are doing in Belize right now.
So, the and our directors are in but one of the major impact that able to make is sports and through the usage of and to participate in basketball sport here at a local school. And also, at the same time, so we will present the league in tournaments in Mexico. The first that they got as a new sponsor the travel. Also, through Surge, we've been able to run feed programs, food drives, shoe drives, clothing drives there. Then also these school training here so we were able to do a computer repair course, a cell phone repairs course, some sewing classes, gardening classes. When the payment course is done here, also this is mainly through our doctors in the South, our missionary South, James Care South is from, and we have our peace in Toronto. Last years, we've been able to certify around 250, 300 people who are able to clean up their own shop or at least fix their own and also to help First and Jamaat, we have opened up internet cafe here at the Mission House where kids all around the community can come and benefit from internet, their homework. We provide, and with Dr. Saab, Dr. Joseph here about 2 years ago, we brought a lot of supplies here for foods that kids were able to offer, give many of notebooks and so on for those kids that require them. Also, what we have started now, giving the knowledge kids that our Joseph Lana, and so we take the best kids of the local schools, and these 2 kids from local schools, and award them with some cash prize at Joseph Lana to appreciate education among the parents.
MashaAllah. So just tell to our viewers about some of the future plans you are working on for Knowledge for Life program. You are planning to have some teacher training conferences. So we want to know more about the education program, what you are planning for.
What we're planning right now, first of all, is just going for the MashaAllah. Eventually get a community center which will have a hurricane shelter too. As you know, I believe is prone to hurricane. So we look at when the hurricane Mission House was used as a shelter. So hoping that in future, if that ever happens, get a property, we want a community center that can accommodate that we need some help. First, we want to eventually build a school here, and hopefully a vocational school, because that's something that's lacking here with some schools that will in educating the youth and finding jobs quicker than going to college or university.
MashaAllah. So you know about our 8 standard program is food security, knowledge for life, water for life, community care, orphan cares, disaster relief, and gift of sight. So what do you, and the global health as well. So what do you think the people of Belize need more about the humanitarian projects or work out of these 8 programs? Which one they really need more?
Which is the biggest priority?
I think in do vocation orphanage to be utilized here in Belize. The problem here is that because of poverty and because the feeding pool is so much, the kids can afford to go to school. And in our Jamaat also, Khalifa Belize has guided us and have told us that if he kids in Jamaat, then it will help them. To the kids that's here in Belize. So if any first can help us with that we have to appreciate it.
MashaAllah, Jazakallah. Thanks for calling, Naveed bhai. Assalamu alaikum. So as you heard that Naveed Mangla Sahib, he mentioned that they have a lots of the projects in the planning stage. They are running some of the projects for the community care. They're promoting the extracurricular activities for the students. One of the very good project we are planning in Belize is their teacher conference. Actually, they have a large number of schools, the elementary schools and high schools, where there are lots of teachers, but they do not well trained according to the international standards. So we want to have their training program. So the Canadian teacher will go there and train the teachers in the Belize, so their teachers can be up to the international mark. So here we have our another guest is Hanif Shah Saab. So he's our one of the main key person in finance department. So Hanif Saab, Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the.
Walaikum assalam.
So just tell to our viewers that what you actually do day-to-day activities in the finance department.
In the finance department, We are primarily just tracking the things, how many donations are coming in and where they are going to be spent, and how much is the allocation to be given to different projects. So those day-to-day activities are continuing, and definitely we need a lot of funds to continue our projects, and we need the help of our donors so that we can come up to the expectation of the people who need our help and our activities to support them.
Okay, but if there are more donations coming, then it's more work for you.
Yeah, surely we need more of the volunteers to help us in this thing, and as you said, we need to send teachers and other people and to help the people in different kinds, like engineers who are helping the people to do the construction in their homes or in their damaged supplies of water supplies or other things like this thing. Then we need medical help for the people in the case of hurricanes or the